Hey, good exactly noon, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. I was thinking, like, I always say, like, hey, good afternoon, everyone, or good morning if it's earlier, but I start this like right at noon. So I'm going to say good exactly noon, everyone. I'm Ken. I'm Ken of the Ken versus 10 part. And the 10 is my death pile that I try to list, see how many of the items that I list 10 items, see how many I could sell before next week. And the chat is filling up. Oh, I see my niece Aspen is here, who should be in school. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And Danny Pickwa Resellers. What's up, Danny? Was popping in here earlier. My mother, Breakdancing Judy, watching from right next door with my pop. Hello to all, waiting for the regular old show. Phil Five Dime, what is up, Phil? Susan is here. Hello, hello. And always, whenever I see Susan pop in the chat, I want to know, what is Susan having for lunch today? Susan is on her lunch break, checking us out. So we'll find out in the chat. Maybe that'll spur another. I was going to eat mayonnaise today on the show. Last week, I think, with her lunch, and we started talking about BLTs and mayonnaise sandwiches and what the best mayonnaise was. Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise, Hellman's, Duke's, great value. And I was gonna do a taste test with mayonnaise, but then I went to the store and I started to look at the prices of mayonnaise, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy all those just to eat like a spoonful of mayonnaise on the air. So we're just gonna go with Hellman's is the best, and Miracle Whip is not really mayonnaise, but it's a great sandwich spread. I'll choose one over the other from time to time. Carolyn, how are you doing this lovely day? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful morning out there today. Mild temperatures, blue skies. We haven't had rain I haven't mowed the yard. I haven't mowed the yard since like the Tuesday before Labor Day. It is bone dry here. My favorite weather condition, though, is the drought. Day after day of just hot, dry weather. And so I'm doing good. Carolyn, how are you doing? I'm having a salad today. Susan is eating salad. Is it your basic salad, or is it one of these frou-frou salads with like spinach or kale or one of these other kind of I just like a nice iceberg lettuce with some onions on it, some dressing, croutons. What the heck are croutons? Croutons. Croutons. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do not know what I'm talking about. But what am I doing today? Oh, today I am just listing, or I have a number of drafts done here. Most of them are completed. They will be completed today. Man, it's the first day with my new tongue. Get it get it in shape. Just a regular salad mix with pepperoni, croutons, cheese, and Italian dressing. Okay, I could eat that. You see these people that put fruit in salads and nuts and all of that stuff, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And Carolyn is doing great. Oh, she's doing well. I'm doing great. Carolyn's doing well. We're all doing well. How's everybody else in the chat? So I've been the last I haven't done like just a regular Ken versus 10 show. Yeah, Brendan. See? Brendan and I, that's why we get along so well. We're on the same page. Fruit in a salad is a crime. And people go, "Oh, what about a fruit salad?" Well, that's a fruit salad. It's not a salad. When you think of salad, you think of lettuce and, and forget the cucumbers. Just we can't be friends if you're putting cucumbers in salads. Tell you that already. But yeah, it's been quite a while since I have done just a regular old Ken versus 10 show where I list some items, see if they sell before next week. But shout out to Chris Cajun Reseller, who like 2-3 weeks ago, well, 4 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago was my guest, where we had a uh, a a challenge, Ken versus 10 versus Chris Cajun Reseller, where we both listed items and tried to sell them, items that we had found during the Route 30 and the 127 sales. And I was victorious in that. And so I was excited. So Chris and I are tied on the series, 1-1-1. We're gonna have to do another one. We can't have these ties going on. Yeah, it does sound good. It sounds, I'm probably not having a salad for lunch, if you know me. Probably eat a bowl of cereal, or like I got some ham and turkey in the fridge and some buns. I'll probably have that. Lori is here. Happy Picker. Hey friends. What is up, Lori? I hope you enjoyed your birthday last week. Happy Lori had a birthday last week, and hopefully that went well for you. Listening and packing. Grams and Pops, Corey and Teresa, they're always packing. Man, they're great resellers. They know how to resell, and they sell tons of stuff. So they're always packing. And chat. Oh, but today I seen their new video come out over on Grams and Pops. I haven't watched it yet because it came out while I was setting up for this show. But apparently they have some dispute betwixt one another about doing best offers. I believe that it was about how best offers go. So go check out Grams and Pops Vintage and their channel. See what that new episode is all about. Great birthday, hitting the road this afternoon so we can hit highway sales tomorrow and Friday. Man, it's getting late in the season for highway sales. That's pretty cool. Be safe out there. Where are you going? Where are you going? If you want to let everybody know. Yes, Lori just turned 25 recently. She turned 25. But even more recently, she turned 35. And even more recently than that, I don't know. I don't want to say 45. I don't know how old a gal Lori is. You're not supposed to ask a lady how old they are. But so we're just gonna end that right there. You'll like that. You'll like that one. Someone disagrees with me, so you'll feel at home. Yes. Corey and I don't agree on a single thing. Oh, speaking of that, the Reseller Clickbait podcast. Go watch the new episode, the recent one that just came out Monday. That was we had a special guest. Disgruntled Octopus was on with us, and I told a story about a package that was delivered, and it involved all the local authorities, local sheriff, local police, and the state patrol over this package. So go watch that episode. But this Sunday morning is actually fall starts. September 22nd at 8:43 a.m. The autumnal equinox comes around. And so just, Corey and I were talking, and I was just being goofy. He's like, oh, we should go live. And so we're going to do this week's episode as a live. So if you're up on a Sunday morning and you're not busy and you want to help us celebrate fall starting, fall is usually kind of gets to the end of garage sale season, gets right close to the start of fourth quarter. So we're going to chat about that and just have some fun. So join us. I should, if I were a good host, or if I were actually good at this job, I would have got some links ready and put them in the chat. So I might do that. Here after a bit. For that new episode is scheduled. So if you want to go bookmark it, Highway 36 runs east and west across the north part of Kansas. Okay, so a big highway sale. If you're in the Highway 36 area, don't go, because Lori and Kyle don't want competition anymore that'll already be out there. But I'm just saying. There's a big highway sale. Oh, wait. Today is National Cheeseburger Day. Free cheeseburgers on Burger King and Wendy's today with a $1 purchase. See? And probably better than a salad. Maybe I'll have to look into that. Free cheeseburgers. You heard it here first. Carolyn dropping knowledge on the chat. And so that is cool. Okay, so what I was saying a few weeks ago, I'm doing a regular episode today. A few weeks ago, I had Chris Cajun Reseller on, and then the last two episodes, I had Brian from Jack's Treasures on, and we did a whatnot battle, a plush whatnot battle, which I was also victorious in, but only by one. We did 25 plush, and there we go. There's the aforementioned Chris Cajun Reseller, whom I bested in our challenge, but now the series is tied up. Oh, we need a food review. A food review. I know. I was going to do mayonnaise today. I talked about that a little bit earlier. I was going to do mayonnaise today, but mayonnaise was too expensive to just buy a bunch of jars to eat a spoonful of mayonnaise. So I just decided on my own that Hellman's was the best mayonnaise, and Miracle Whip, although not a mayonnaise, is a good sandwich spread, and I'll interchange most of those. Bested, technically, I bested you. Everything I win or lose is a technical win or victory. But I was up to Brian from Jack's Treasures, and we did a plush battle on Whatnot, and it came down to the last plush, and mine sold. Shout out to T Kim, who is usually in the chat here. She bought the last plush and chose mine, and so, man, I'm 2 for 2 in challenges. I need to get somebody to challenge on here. And, dude, because that's always fun. I think it just adds some fun to the show. And yeah, it adds fun to the show. Chris, you'll probably recognize some of the items that I'm going to list today. Mayonnaise is gross no matter what brand. Brian is live on Whatnot right now, I think. Speaking of Whatnot, yes, Brian is always live. I don't care. Brian can be in a live and be live at the same time. They're working hard over there at Jack's Treasures as well on Whatnot. So I'm just gonna start showing a few things. I have nothing super stellar today. But it's just stuff that I'm listing. And there is Jill. Yeah, what do you think of the Santa beard is coming in pretty good. It's not too long from now. I'll be bleaching all of this out, the eyebrows and what's left of my hair. And it will be officially Santa season. It's always all Santa season for me, though. And some hellos to Jill popping in the chat. So I'm just going to show something here real quick. This sky spinner right here. It is like the original trick disc, it says. It's all in the spin. It spins up to 500 over 500 miles per hour. But you do tricks with it and stuff you can get on YouTube. And this has been around for a while. And it was in my garage. I was cleaning up some stuff, moving some things around, and I thought, you know what? I never used these. I might as well sell it. And the beauty part about it, they go for about $10, about $9.99, pretty regular. Not a lot listed, but more solds than listed. So, but I've got it in blue. I've got it in red. And I've got it in yellow. So 3 colors, still new in the box. Should get $10 a piece out of them. So for something that's just been sitting in my garage forever, I should make $30 on that. No, shoot, Chris, I've piled more stuff in there since you were here. I'm so excited to see that Amanda hit her goal. Yes, fireball flippers, fireball flippers. Um, Good friend Amanda hit 1K sales on Whatnot just this last week. She's been working hard like I show every day. She's been just really working hard, and that's a big goal to hit that 1K sales. We did that recently, just a couple weeks ago, and the last sale that we had was the first one that we got the instant payout. As soon as it shows over and you print your labels, you get paid instantly, which is an absolute game changer. Can we verify? Well, I can't verify. Only this is my verification right here. It's printed on the package, so I'm going to say that it does, because everything you read is true. And if they print it on the package, yes. Hi, Judy and Fred. Hey, all breakdancing. Judy is saying primary colors for the win. Yes, need to get happy and grumpy to 1K next on Whatnot. All of my friends, all my friends that I've kind of been coming up with on Whatnot, are getting to that 1K mark, like we did, and it's exciting. I love to be in the shows when people do that. Kristen, a rule squirrel. Last week, that show was super exciting. She got to 1K sales as well. And fun show to watch. She was just so excited about that. So shout out to Kristen, a rural squirrel. If it's on interwebs, that has to be true. That's right, Office Patrick. My good friend. Well, today he's Office Patrick. Patrick Murphy jumping in here. Yes, you do need to get there for sure. How close are you, Lori? How close are you to 1K in sales on Whatnot? All of these items that I'm listing today are eBay items. At least they are right now. They don't sell for a while. They may go to Whatnot. Let's show. I'm going to show a couple items that actually Jill picked up. Jill, Chris, you might recognize these because this was at one of them jackhole sales that we went to. It's Mickey Mouse. It's a Mickey Unlimited Chrysler. I think that's how you say that. Kreisler, but a collectible pen. Look at that. In the box, it looks like Mickey's hand holding onto this beautiful black and white pen. The clip has like the Mickey hand on there. It's a twist pen that is pretty cool. Oh, and it has like the instructions. I don't know if anybody doesn't understand how to use a pen. Mickey Mouse writing instrument. Oh, I guess it shows you how you could change out the cartridge and stuff. But got a ways to go. 553 items sold, 632 followers. Well, yeah, you are on your way, halfway there. You'll get there. You'll get there, and we will help you. Yes. Surprised I didn't use those against you in the challenge. I hold a pen with my whole fist. So you're writing like this. Is that how you're doing it, Brendan? Maybe you do need instructions. They don't give writing instructions. But look how beautiful this pen is. This one has a red body. And I say this one because she picked up 2 of them. And this one has a black body to it. And both have the paperwork. They're in the original boxes. and I called it a jackhole sale because, okay, if you have a sale and you're opening up, or be ready, or at least know what you want for prices. Jill was looking at a rack of T-shirts, right? And the T-shirts clearly said a piece of tape across like the top of the rack. It said all T-shirts $2 each. And then Jill asked a question about the T-shirts, and the lady says that they're $3 a piece. And we're like looking at each other, like, well, the 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 sign says $3 or $2 a piece. But she did buy a few things, and they had a lot of Mickey Disney um collectible stuff. And I think she picked up, Jill, correct me, I think she got both of these for like $5, like a total of five, or it might have been six, $3 a piece, right here. But they will sell. Okay, and get your stuff together. What can't I say? About $30 a piece. About $30 a piece. Yeah, Jill, she said she paid $5. Um, yeah, we have done really well as well with Disney shows, but I don't think through Whatnot that I'm gonna get $30 a piece, even in a Whatnot show. So these ones, the black and the red ones, are going to get listed at $29.99 a piece. So hey, $60 if they both sell out of five into 60, or even five into 30. Do that all day. Do that all day long. So yeah, that jackhole sale, the people, so you ask them a price. They don't have anything priced. If you're not going to price anything, at least know what you want for it. And then the lady, like Jill, asked a price on something. She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I have to call my boyfriend or my husband or whatever." So now she gets on the phone and she's calling him. Well, the guy was like right in the house. Just go get him or get him to come. And then he comes out and he's got a nosebleed. I don't know. Maybe she punched him before she came out. Maybe, I don't know what was going on. Maybe he was ill or something like that. I'm not going to judge. But so he comes out and he's got, I don't even have a rag. He comes out and he's got a big Kleenex like hanging out of his nose that's like all bloody at the top where he's got it in there. Now he's coming out and trying to negotiate prices on stuff, and it was just ridiculous. A jackhole sale, that's what I call it. People that, if you're gonna have a garage sale, have a garage sale. Hey, Kim T, did I miss the mayonnaise review? I'm not doing mayonnaise review today, Kim. Mayonnaise is too expensive to buy all those jars. But I did give you a shout out earlier if you're just getting here, for helping me win the plush battle against Brian Jack's Treasures. Um, Buying the last plush and choosing mine. Can be nice. I was being nice, wasn't it? Yes. If I would recorded all these sales, I would be a YouTube sensation. Not that I'm not already a YouTube sensation. I mean, look, it's a Wednesday afternoon. I've got 9 people here. Did I do that right? I've got 9 people here. Um, yes, a good reseller could afford mayo. But I wouldn't use it up that fast. All of a sudden, I'd have like 4 or 5 different brands of mayo. Um, thank you. Yes, and you're right. A good reseller. Does anybody know any good resellers? I could use some advice. Um, Look at these Vans. Okay, can you see that? Vans Peanuts collab with the Vans. Pink shoes, they're called the Pink Dance Party. Look, got all the characters there represented. Pigpen's in there, wherever he is. Pigpen, Linus, Sally. Um, what is it? There's Schroeder. What is I know what this guy's name is. Um, can't think though. But beautiful shape, beautiful condition. Size 6.5 men's, 8 women. So a good women's size. Look how clean. These I found in a storage unit. Um, in one of the storage units that I'm working on. So I have zero cost in those. And they are listing for about 30 bucks. Linus, no, it's not. It's every time I know what it is. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up because now it's gonna Franklin. Yes, Jill, you were right. Franklin. Snoopy's on there, of course. Charlie Brown, all of them. Franklin. I sold a Franklin plush one time for like nearly 50 bucks. It was a special ones that you can only buy at Cedar Point, which is an amusement park here in Ohio, and they had a thing going on with Peanuts and Charlie Brown, and you could only buy the plush, and I bought them at a yard sale. Uh, it had Peanut, it had Franklin, Schroeder, Peppermint Patty. Um, what's Peppermint Patty's the little girl with the glasses? Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, but all of those went for anywhere from 30 to right around 50 bucks. I know at least a half a dozen mayo-based lunches. I'll help you use it up. Okay. I can just open it up and then send it in the mail because that's, it already takes like 3, 4, 5 days to get from Ohio to South Dakota. That's exactly what you want is a jar of open mayonnaise. Yes, Marcy. That's the little girl. Is she on here? Anyway, these are gonna go about 30 bucks. About 30 bucks free to me. I like it. And they're just fun. I was cool when I pulled them out of a tub. Um, so what'd we do? I'll do this one right here just because this was another Chris, you might recognize this. This was another storage unit find. Goofy's animated talking telephone. Uh, Goofy lifts his head and opens his eyes when the phone rings. Goofy alerts you of incoming calls in his very own voice with 5 different sayings. Real cloth clothing, simulated antique rotary dial with push button dial pad, switchable Goofy voices. Ooh, it has last number redial, folks. Tone and pulse switchable. This is the latest technologies on this thing. Oh, and it's hearing aid compatible too. Requires 4C batteries, not included. But this is in the box. I have to test it yet. What I always do is when I have these old phone systems, my folks still have a landline next door, and so I'll take them over there and plug in phones and like a lot of little handheld cordless ones where you got the base that's like an answering machine. I'll take them over there and test them out on their phones. I don't have a landline, so Goofy needs to be tested yet. But he should also go around. I'm gonna list him around 50. I have seen some solds a little bit higher than that, but there's not a lot listed and not a lot sold. And I'm all about moving this stuff along, and I don't want to put that big box on my shelf for very long. And so, about 50 bucks. Excuse me. Uh, there's a device you can buy to test old phones. You plug it into yourself. No kidding. I can't I can't afford mayonnaise, Lori. How am I gonna buy some newfangled technical device? Well, I'm gonna look into that. That is interesting. Of course, I can right now. I could just go next door, but I did not know there was a. I want to look for that. I want to look for that. That's interesting. Um, what else am I selling today? I don't know. Um, let's do uh I'll go through a couple things. A few of these things are like seasonal, and I say they're seasonal because like right now is football season. College football has started back up a couple weeks ago. NFL, everybody's in about 3 weeks into the season, which uh for me is like right about the time because I'm always behind. I should have had this stuff listed a month ago so when it got to the season, but I'm always behind. But I actually picked up this item from my cousin Susan. Susan from Allegheny Roots, who is in the chat. This is a vintage Stephen Barry's. Stephen Barry's tag. Do you guys remember? Did you have Stephen Barry's stores? I always love Stephen Barry's. Uh, Size medium, beautiful faux leather. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. On the back, got the big Ohio State Buckeyes hit. Not nary a mark on this thing. Just beautiful, beautiful condition. I had bought some different items from my cousin Susan. And that jacket right now, I am listing that it'll sell around 40 bucks. 40 say 35 to 50. I'm going to list it around 40 bucks, and that should move it along pretty good. RIP Stephen Barry's or David Barry's if you're me. Yeah, Jill can never remember the name. There is our good friend Roman. Roman Adventures. When Ken becomes Santa in December, his reindeer will take the vacation and tell him to use Uber to deliver presents. Oh, there you go. I should start an Uber sleigh service. Come and get people on the sleigh. Yeah, that Susan must take good care of her stuff. She does. That thing is in beautiful, beautiful condition. Uh, what is up, Roman? Always good to see Roman in the chat and see all of Roman's Instagrams and what he's doing out there with Roman Adventures. I haven't seen a live on Saturday night for a while. I don't know if that's something that you shelved completely or just taking a break or what's up. Yes, we do have a sleigh out at the cabin. I just need to get some. Maybe I could drag it around with one of the ATVs. I don't know. But since you're talking about Santa, and seasonal stuff, this is a cool thing. I don't know if you can see this over here. So I'll hold it up right here. This is from 2005, so you know, almost a vintage item. But look, it's a tree topper. Put this on the top of your tree. There's also like some rods and stuff that screw in here and a clamp so you can clamp it to the top of your tree. You plug this mug in and Santa rotates around the top of your Christmas tree. But this, look, Santa in his sleigh. This was put out by Avon in 2005. And right now, I'm going to comp this one a little bit better. Because now, if you're comping holiday stuff, you're starting to get into that time frame where you might get some recent solds when you're doing the comping, but I would suggest going back to Terapeak because we're at that point where if it only goes back, normal 90 days, if you're just doing regular sold comps, you're not going to get true values on stuff. And my grandpa used to pull a sleigh with goats. I need to get some goats. It'd probably be faster with the ATV, but who wouldn't want to see Santa sleigh pulling up with goats for Christmas Uber? Santa Uber. My boyfriend Mark used to work at Stephen Barry's. Still have a jacket from that he still wears. I seen somebody talking about Stephen Barry stuff the other day, but I didn't pay attention to what it was. I have to, but anyway, that the Santa Avon tree, about 50 bucks. And I bought that at a yard sale that Chris and I went to on the Route 30 sales. That was a great sale. We were the first ones there, and picked up a number of good items. The guy we drove by, and it's like, oh, that looks like they're having a sale. And so we turned around in a driveway down the street, and when we came back, the guy was just walking his sign out to the end of the street, and they were opening up. So we had first peek at everything. Chris bought some Scentsy warmers. Um, I forget what all he got. I got like a pumpkin cookie jar. I got this Santa. We bought a number of things, and their prices were cheap, and the couple that was selling the stuff was super fun. Um, put antlers on those goats. That's right. My mom says. How many goats did it take, Corey? Lori, yeah, inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, because you two. No, we did not start at 6 a.m. We would leave the house about like 7:30 or so, because we did notice that most people, if they weren't going to open at 8 or 9, they weren't open until 8 or 9. That was their garage doors were closed. They weren't letting you in earlier. So there's no sense in getting out there that early if nobody's going to be open, or they're not even going to let you take an early peek. Just two goats, but they were large goats. Okay, so if you screamed real loud, would they fall over? Or like those fainting goats or those screaming goats? But the Christmas item, I'm going to get that listed. Get that listed. A couple of other uh, holiday sort of items. I always pick up these little animated toys. This one is a Jemmy. Jemmy is, you probably can't see that, but this one is a Jemmy snowman with a shotgun, and look at his gun lights up. So he's cool. I shut him off. But a little animated shotgun snowman. He sings two different songs like Deck the Halls and Jingle Bells. Um, yes, I love watching the fainting goats videos. If you ain't first, you're last. That's, well, hell, Chris, what kind of advice is that? I mean, you could be second, you could be third, hell, you could even be fourth. I mean, I lived my whole life off that. But little hunting, because hunting season is coming up. Christmas season is coming up. And how much is this little guy? I have some notes over here. Uh about $20. I think he'll go around $20. I'm gonna list him at $20 anyway. Um this guy, I bought at a yard sale for $1. Didn't have batteries in it. Come home, tested it, put the batteries in it, saw that he lit up. And any of these things, like this Santa thing that's animated, this one, a couple more animateds that I'll show you here. I always like to take a video of them too. I'll start a little quick video, push the button, show people that, everything works. Put that in my eBay listing, and I don't know if it helps, but a lot of my animated items that I have, or I don't have anymore, because they always sell pretty good. So the little snowman, hunting snowman, about $20 on him. The forgotten holiday, Thanksgiving, between Halloween and then Christmas, everybody forgets. Everybody remembers that day to eat and eat the food and give thanks, that day. But still got the tag on it. This is a Dandy Collector's Choice. But this one, where's the button? This one, I can't set him down because, wait. But it runs around. Hop, hop, hop. This one runs around the table, bobs its head. Turkey for Thanksgiving. That is fun. And about 25 on him. About 25. This one I think I paid $2 for at like a yard sale that I had bought some other animated plush, some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Um, it's this place that has this yard sale like all the time here in town, and they don't ever take anything in. I mean, the whole entire yard is filled with stuff, and they don't ever take anything in. They just cover it up with tarps, and so everything is damp, everything is wet, but they bring out a lot of new stuff all the time. So, you can find some things that are not wet or haven't been sitting out there for months. And I think they buy a lot of pallet stuff, or they get in, big shipments from China of things that aren't worth anything, but their prices are low and they have a lot of neat stuff, and it's cool to go around and see. But I find some decent items every now and then because I stop at it when I am out there in that area. So what do we got? The turkey, what I say it was? About 25 on the turkey. I think I will get out of that. Let's see, a couple more things here. Oh yeah. Okay, one more animated piece. Maybe. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's over here. This is cool. This thing is fun. So you got the Grinch in a Santa outfit, sitting in a like a Christmas wreath. This one is pretty new, but it is gemmy. Um, but you can see on the bottom he has this base and he has wheels and stuff. So, and he plays Mr. Grinch. You really are. But this is probably kind of boring, other than the song is a great song. Who sang? Okay, who sang the "You're a Mean One," the original Mr. Grinch? Um, who can tell me in the chat who sang? Yeah, but the original Grinch. Uh, but he rolls all around the table. He rolls all around the table, and he kind of has that bump. No, Joe. I was going to say it was not the Small Town Titans that did it. Um, was not the however, their version is just absolutely killer. Go check out Small Town Titans, the Grinch. I'm sure you've all heard it because it comes back year after year, and they were smart. Um, have a good afternoon. Hey, yes, see you, Susan. Good to see you. I hope you enjoyed your salad, and I hope I sell your jacket here soon. And everybody go check out Allegheny Roots. Allegheny Roots, you see it in her name right there. Her page. She just reached 500 subs. 500 subs just in the last couple of months. She started like springtime or right before summer with only like a little over 100, and they've gained a good following, 500. So she's on her way to trying to get monetized there. Yes, I always like how Jill says that. Have a quick afternoon. Have a quick afternoon. But anyway, the Grinch roll around wreath thingy that sings. Again, I'm going to comp him just a little bit better. But right now it looks like around $40. Around $40. I should be able to get out of him. And that, where did I get this? I bought it at a yard sale or something, I think. I'm usually good at remembering where I got everything, but I have no recollection on this guy. But most likely a buck or two that I paid for him wouldn't have been much. And I think the last item that I have, this is one that I just pulled out of a storage unit, the same one, Chris, this would have been one that you and I had went through, the same one that had the goofy animated telephone, um, and some other stuff. But again, something that can be listed. It's a collegiate cheerleader doll with a diploma. It says the original cheerleader doll with a degree. And this is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Got the pom poms there. I can't point in the right direction. And then look, you can see in the thing that she has her own diploma. I don't know what she majored in. I should pull it out, see if it says the original cheerleader doll. Oh, and here's the gal that designed these felt that it was necessary to put her own picture on here. This is a shout out to Claudine Christian, class of 1992, president of the Collegiate Doll Company. So she wanted to get her own face on there. But I've seen these, in some different schools and stuff, and ones that have been that are listed. I've seen some listed over 100, 125, some in the high 90s, right around there. And so for Miss OSU with the blonde hair, she's got some extra shoes. I don't know if you can see the extra shoes down there. I'm gonna list it for $75. $74.99. I'm gonna put this up for. See if I get any traction on that. Now that right now it's football season, which in turn leads to cheerleader season. Is there a cheerleading season? I don't know. I know I see on like ESPN 2 or whatever, ESPN 8, the Ocho. I just can't get enough. They'll have cheerleading competitions, and but we're gonna see. We're gonna list that one at about $75. And let me see. I'm looking at my list here. Mickey pens, 30. Let's just do. What was the first thing that I showed? Oh, those frisbees. Those frisbees. I'm just gonna do some quick math here, just for the heck of it, of potential value of my listings today. Should I be so fortunate as to sell everything, it'd be great to sell it all by next week, but and oh, nope. About $420 worth of stuff that I'm listing today anyway, just in those 10 items. I'm also going to be doing some I think a couple of Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace has been very good to me lately with bigger finds that I'm getting out of the storage units. So that is cool. And let me see. I got, say, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, and 0. Yeah, I have less than $20. Less than $20 buy cost or cost to me out of all of these items, with the potential of kind of the retail, the listing price of $420. We all know you got fees and stuff to pay on top of that, and probably take some best offers on a few things. And or wait, I might wait till after I watch Grams and Pop's video, see who I side with there. Most likely it'll be Teresa. I don't agree with anything that Corey says. So don't forget, check us out live. Okay, that's what I could do right now while I'm just hem-hawing around trying to come up with something interesting to say. I always have to scroll way down. R is really far down in my list. Reseller clickbait podcast. Oh, Corey, we lost another couple subscribers today. Apparently they didn't like our episode. What am I doing? Okay. Live. So this Sunday morning, I could have swore I just copied that. No. Ken, you're dumb. It's the first day. I don't want to share it in a post. I just want the link. It's exasperating. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. Let's go to the chat. I'm just going to put that in there. That is a link to the live that's this Sunday from the Reseller Clickbait podcast. I have a text coming in. Who's this from? Oh, just my buddy. So, anyway, anybody got anything for me? Just a few people hanging out here today. I appreciate everybody. Going to get this stuff finished up as far as listings and see if we can sell some of this stuff before next week. Some of it's, holiday or seasonal related. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe it gets up there, a new fresh listing. It will move along pretty quick. But we will see. Okay, all right. I'm going to have to silence this thing because that message is not important whatsoever. So I think I am going to get out of here for today. And we will see ya if you're on Whatnot, if you watch Whatnot, go follow Happy Picker, or usually they do the shows on Grumpy Picker over at Whatnot. Help them get towards their 1K sales. Go follow Susan Allegheny Roots, Susan Graham Allegheny Roots on their Whatnot, or not their Whatnot, but their YouTube channel. Follow me, SSK Promo, on Whatnot. We've got some fun shows coming up. Next week, we are busy. I think we have shows like 4 days in a row. And what they call alphabet soup. We got to sell 26 items. We have 30 minutes to sell 26 items. And like you sell an item that starts with A and B, and then an item that starts with C and D. I think you get it. You all know the alphabet. Then we have what is the next show? I'm looking here to see. So we got Alphabet Soup is on Wednesday. We've got our regular show is on Friday, this Friday at 6 p.m. And we are doing that on location from out at the cabin, out at Jill's cabin. And that should be fun. We're not sure exactly the type of show, but all of Jill's family will be here. And we're going to feature some of them. We'll get them on there. So this Friday, then Alphabet Soup next Wednesday. Cobwebs and Cauldrons is like a Halloween raid train show that we're on. Foodie Friday again on this Friday. Then perhaps a regular show that Friday evening. And then Saturday is a mystery box Halloween show. What's up, Jeremy? Looks like I'm just in time for the end. You are. You got just right in the nick of time. But it's always good to see you. Foodie Friday, mystery bag show. We got all kinds of stuff coming up over on Whatnot. So I am, even though Jeremy just got here, I feel bad. I feel bad signing off right when somebody comes in. But hope everybody has a good day. And we will catch you next week on, what am I on? Oh, it's Ken verse 10. That's Ken. I'm Ken. 10. I just listed them. Or I just got them, showed you to them. They're all drafted. Just got to clean up a couple things and do that. So enjoy your day, everybody, and we will see you soon.